What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. In the last episode and yesterday's episode, we picked the 3-4-3, we got a 1-9-3 and we smashed the draft. So you know what, let's go for that 3-4-3 again and let's see if we can replicate that kind of behaviour. And that's actually a good start with Gareth Bale, who we also had in the draft yesterday. Now if you guys are still here, if you guys are still watching Draft to Glory, if you're enjoying Draft to Glory, leave a like on the video. Of course, if you like the video, it really helps me out during this downtime of FIFA. And although Suarez links with Bale there, I'm going to do the smart thing here and take Alan Shearer, because that just opens me up to a world of opportunities in terms of picking up other players in the midfield and on the left-hand side. So we're going to take Alan Shearer. Be one of the first times I've used him as well. 3-star weak foot, but good composure, good finishing. Not bad pace, especially with the Catalyst Chem style, 97 acceleration, 90 sprint speed. That boosts his passing, so good curve, good vision. His reactions and ball control are great. Reactions are okay. Physical is very good though, so hopefully Alan Shearer will be able to do a job for us. On that left-hand side, we'll take that Alexis Sanchez as well. Not quite as good as what we had in the last draft, guys, so far. Ooh, yes please. Heung-min Son team of the season. Now that is something I'm excited about. That's a good card. I've used that card in regular FUT outside of draft so much and I absolutely loved it. And I guess here we can go with Saul. He's got a good card, 4-star weak foot with a shadow chem style, good pace, good defending, decent physical, decent dribbling, good passing. Not a bad card, and of course we can whack him on the right hand side and link him with La Liga players on the right. And so on that note, we'll take San Jose. Not that I expect us to play San Jose, but we'll take him anyway. And then as a right midfielder, might take that Thomas Muller, you know. How cool would it be if cards of the same kind got chem links? So these two E-Man of the Match cards just got a soft link between each other because they're from the same team. But we're going to take that Thomas Muller card, even if it doesn't fit in right now. We could still develop the defence into something that will fit him, and Gareth Bale could just sit on 7 chemistry, and just like that we actually get Hudez, who will go and give a soft link over to Thomas Muller. We then get Bonucci, not bad. Got to take the best that's on offer for us, really, haven't we? And our third and final centre back, we'll go with Vincent Kompany. We'll send him over to the left hand side and we'll swap those two around. That puts us up to 76 chemistry. Not quite as good as yesterday's team, guys. Handanovic also with 2 chem points as well, 2 chem links, sorry. Not quite as good as yesterday's team, but not far off. I mean, yesterday's team was just absolutely insane. Today we're looking like we're going for, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 league hybrid so far. 1, 2, yeah, 5 league hybrid at the moment. Ooh. Now we've got some options. Could take Aubameyang, but I don't really like. Sanchez is just fine. Could take Benzema, get us a strong link to Bale, which actually would be alright for chemistry, except for the fact that Sanchez would be off chem. I think I want to take Aubameyang as a sub. I might start him as well, but yeah, we're going to take Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Mbappe might have been a wise choice as well there, but I'll stand by what we've gone with. Ruffier we're going to take for the rating. We'd obviously lose chemistry by popping him in, but we'll take him for the time being. Next up, De Rossi's not a bad shout. He's not like the greatest option. He actually hurts chemistry if we take him and pop him in, just because Saul loses chem points. But I think it's probably a better player all around for the whole team. Doesn't matter who the silver's going to be. Let's move on to that next pick. Yes, please. We've got to take Neymar. There is no two ways about it. We're going to take Neymar. We're going to put him straight up there instead of Alexis Sanchez. And I'd rather play Son and Neymar on 7 than Sanchez on 10. And Son would still have been on 7 anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. But that Neymar card is huge. We've got a few really, really good players in this team now. It's just whether or not we can sort out the absolute centre of that team. Do we take Edison? I will take Edison. I could go like almost full Premier League here actually. I know Edison loses, well, it doesn't lose his chemistry anywhere actually. Gives Vincent Kompany a nice chem boost, which I don't mind doing too much at all. I I kind of want to take... I'm going to take Azpilicueta. The reason why, guys, is because if we get one more Premier League centre mids... Sorry, two more Premier League centre mids, I could just put Aubameyang and Sanchez on the right-hand side. Put Azpilicueta in defence. In fact, if we did that... Azpili is only on 4 chemistry, sadly. I kind of need a Premier League defender here to make this work. Didn't get one, but did get Mats Hummels, which does really make this work. He goes on 10, Muller goes on 10. That is absolutely spectacular. If we now put San Jose back into the team, we go up to 95 chemistry. Azpilicueta still off chem, but everybody else is looking pretty good. And then we've got some good subs. It's just a shame that Bonucci's not part of this unit here. I don't think we're going to be able to fit him in. I need the midfielders to work for me. We'll definitely take that Tolisso card as well. We're going to pop him in there. We're going to swap those around. Get us a nice little link there. It's a shame. It's such a shame. We're like 1 or 2 players off having a brilliant team. Got 2 Barcelona boys here. Iniesta works. Vincent Kompany then doesn't work, but we can change back into the Calcio A squad. Let's take that Iniesta card. Let's pop him up at left mid. I'm going to have to bring Heung-min Son on as a super sub now. Let's get him off for Bonucci. Let's get Hudez in, and let's get like that. Now, did that actually work very well? Jesus, that didn't even work very well at all. What went wrong there for me? If we swap those around, that does make it a little bit better. Hummels doesn't quite get 10 chem. That's not bad still, I suppose. 89 chemistry instead of the 95 chemistry that we had before. Let's see what these final 2 picks are before we go and choose our final team. Alright. Alright. I mean, it could just take Ronaldo. Pop him up there at left wing with Shearer. Gives Iniesta perfect chemistry. Gets perfect chemistry. We'll go up to like 95 chem there. Our defence is good. Our midfield is good. Don't really need Messi. Could take Messi though, still. And put Gareth Bale at right mid. But it doesn't really work for chem. This Suarez card would be absolutely insane up front, but we'd lose a lot of links to a lot of players. I think I'm going to take Ronaldo. I know a lot of people will hate me taking Ronaldo. I just think it's the best thing to do at the current time, really. And then our final pick. I mean, we've got some great substitutes here, that's for sure. We get another Messi. Oh, I'm taking out Rodriguez. 100%. Might even... Taking Rodriguez. I might even... play him. If we put him there, I might get rid of Muller. Put Rodriguez in. Let's pop Howardez over that side. That doesn't actually make any difference. Let's get Vincent Kompany and Azpilicueta back in. Ederson can go in, Vincent Kompany can go in, and then Heung-min Son can go on the right hand side. That's pretty terrible, isn't it? Son's only on 4 chem. I like that Rodriguez card a lot, and I would like to be able to start him. Sadly, it just doesn't work for the benefit of the whole team. What we have here, though, guys, is a pretty awesome starting 11. And a great bench, too. Let's put him in. Let's bring him back in. And let's pop Iniesta back out on that left-hand side. What am I missing here? Son for Muller, which links everything back up there. What am I missing here? Swapping those 2 around. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we're up there in terms of rating. We're going to get like a 91 rated squad again. Maybe a 92 with the change there. No, it's only a 91 rated, but that's a good squad. And for our subs, I mean, we've got a little bit of everything. We've got a great wing, like wide man / fullback. Sanchez, Son, Aubameyang, Neymar, and Rodriguez are 5 beasts. Now, I'm not the hugest fan of Iniesta, so it's likely Iniesta will come off for Neymar. It's also likely Son will come on for Muller, and Rodriguez will come on for Shearer. Although Rodriguez, it'll probably look like this in game, guys. When I need to, the team is probably going to go out there and look like that. That's probably what we'll look like in game. So even though Aubameyang and Sanchez are great cards, even though Azpilicueta is a great card, they're just not what I want, really. So that is the squad. Let's see if we can get up to closer to 100 chemistry here. Liga Santander manager takes us to 97. He takes us to 96. 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 So we'll take the French Liga Santander manager, guys. That is the squad. That is a very, very good squad. Hopefully this is going to play well. We've got some of the best attackers in the game. Ronaldo, Bale, Son, Neymar. The works, you know what I mean? We've got some of the best players in the game. Let's see how it performs. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-1-2-1-2 team. Some nice players in there. Marcelo, Oblak, Alba, Ronaldo. Ben Yedder is actually alright as well. He's 5-star weak foot. The fact that he's got a Hunter Chem style is pretty good card. Griezmann in there too. But generally speaking, those 5 goals, those 5 standard goals are just always going to cause this guy a few problems. You know, they just can't compete. Even with my team and my formation and the fact that Bonucci and Howardez are not necessarily the quickest and are always going to leave me a little bit exposed. Having like the overburdened wingers against, you know, those that his right hand side specifically was always just going to be really, really efficient for me. And I managed to go 2-0 up after just 20 minutes, and eventually we made that 3-0. Muller just getting the cross in time. Ball goes over everybody. It falls to Iniesta on the edge of the box. Lovely little fake shot past Marcelo, and Iniesta in off the post to make it 3-0 after 26 minutes. And that is where this guy decided to rage quit. So we get a nice easy passage into the second round. And into the second round came up against a guy, I wouldn't say a viewer, but definitely somebody who knew who I was. And he gave me a really good test. Now, again, I look at this team and I actually think about this team and think this is a poor team. You know, Laporte, not good enough. Danny Rose, not good enough. Aaron Moy, not bad, but not great. Wayne Rooney, not good enough. Mignolet, definitely not good enough. He's got some good players in there. Paul Pogba, definitely. De Bruyne, definitely. And it didn't take, it took a long time to get the first goal. I get a good tackle in there, but Aaron Moy keeps the ball. I get another good tackle in with Hummels. It pops to Rooney. And that's just FIFA for you sometimes, man. I just really thought like I deserved to get possession there. I put in 2 really strong tackles, and my opponent ended up going 1-0 up. However, I've been working on this new kickoff glitch here. You're going to see it right here. A couple of passes and then a ball over the top finds Neymar after I made some subs and got Neymar on for Alan Shearer. And Neymar runs in behind his defence to make it 1-1. And then straight from kickoff on the second half, I had possession again. And I managed to utilise it again perfectly. Ball flipped into Neymar and another goal. And it's such a stupid way to score goals. But you got to score goals how you got to score goals in this game, right? It's a video game at the end of the day. I'm not going to put myself at a disadvantage just because it's an overpowered technique. But it is stupidly broken. It's even more broken than the pass wide, run down the line, and then the through ball in behind the defence. That's a really efficient way to score as well from kickoff, but I think the chip through ball is just even more overpowered. We eventually get pulled back to 2-2, but we score a goal to make it 3-2. Neymar down that left-hand side, cuts it into Ronaldo. Beautiful finish from Ronaldo as well to make it 3-2. And then I eventually edged the game 4-2. The ball goes down the left-hand side here. Neymar gets in behind again to the far post, cuts it across, and there is Gareth Bale to slot that one home. And 4-2 was a flattering scoreline, to be fair. My opponent put in a great shift. He was a really, really good player. The match stats were really even. His keeper made 6 saves, my keeper made 6 saves. I think he had a little bit more possession. Yeah, so he edged possession, he had chances, and his passing was a little bit better. But those 2 kickoff goals basically were the difference between the scoreline. I'd be quite aggrieved personally if that was me to lose that way, but that's how it goes. Into the semi-final, guys, we come up against an absolutely insane team. It's a 1-9-3 with some of the best players in the game, and I thought to myself, this is going to be a tricky game. You know, he's got Ramos, De Gea, 2 Team of the Years, Mertens, that new upgraded Willian card, the 97 Isco. But with no disrespect to this opponent, he wasn't a very good player. We end up pulling in the first goal after just 14 minutes with Tolisso there. Low driven as well, which is quite brave of me to do so against David De Gea, but it worked out well. We eventually get ourselves 2-0 up as well, 26 minutes on the clock. The ball comes into Neymar, Neymar into Heung-min Son. Son finds Neymar, Neymar cuts it across, and Ronaldo stabs that ahead of the defender to make it 2-0. And it soon became 3-0, which sent us through with a rage quit to go into the final. And as you'll see, guys, I'm not going to show the gameplay of the final. The guy was being a dick to me because of who I was. I did lose the game, but he basically wanted, he was like, you know, the typical I'll see this in your video, ha ha ha, you suck. Just being a general dickhead and wanted exposure. So I'm not going to give him that exposure. But I lost the game 6-3. You'll see that in a second, and we'll go ahead and look at the packs and stuff. So a 3-0 rage quit in the semi-final, guys, does send us through to the final. This is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. So guys, we end up losing in the final for the third time out of the last 4 drafts. As you know from previous drafts, I'll show the final. I didn't actually show the goals of one of the finals, but I showed the team, the guy, the first goal that he scored, and the fact that I got smashed 7-0. And I showed the other final that I lost 5-4 as well. I'm not going to show this final at all because the guy wanted exposure. He turned his mic on during the game, was talking smack. He sent me rage messages afterwards. He kept pausing it for the clock to go out, like telling me, see you on YouTube, stuff like that. So I literally don't want to feed that behaviour and give him what he wants by showing anything about him or that game on YouTube. Because I don't want to promote that kind of behaviour, like abusing me in messages just because I'm a YouTuber and you're playing against me. It's just not cool, so I'm not going to show it. This team was alright. In the final, the biggest problem in the final was the fact that my defence just wasn't quite quick enough. NepentheZ and Hummel's not necessarily too slow. Bonucci not the quickest with a Guardian chem style. And of course NepentheZ very slow with the anchor, probably about as fast as Bonucci. And it caused me real problems against the guy in the final. You know, I ended up losing 6-3. He just had too much pace up front, and I literally just couldn't compete. You know, one of the biggest problems, which I actually thought would be an issue for us in yesterday's video, was that the 3-4-3 just leaves you super exposed down the back, and especially when both your outside centre backs aren't very quick, he was just putting through balls through my team, left, right, and centre, and ultimately end up scoring a lot of goals for me. It was quite a close game up until the very end, and then 4-3 with 10 minutes to go. I had to just try and put some pressure on to get that goal back in to become a 4-4. He was playing, you know, super passive, just passing around the back. Again, you know, just being that typical guy. And so I tried to go ultra attacking to try and get back in, see if I could steal the ball off him and get a goal. And it resulted in a counter attack and a couple more goals. And he beat me, so he beat me 6-3 in the end with, I think there was 3 goals in the 90th minute. It might have been a little, what was it? It was 6-3 anyway. You'll see the score here, 6-3. After a few good wins as well. Tough game in one of those games as well. The second round, 4-2. That was a tough game. Probably the toughest opponent, in spite of the fact that I lost. But this team, it was a good team. Some fun players in there. I tell you who I really enjoy playing with. This Gareth Bale card. I've played with him a few times here and there. We had him in the last draft as well. But, I mean, he is absolutely brilliant. So much physical, so much dribbling, passing, shooting and pace. Just brilliant, honestly. He's just absolutely magnificent. So if you ever get the opportunity, guys, to pick him in draft, I suggest that you do. Now, the last time we actually lost in the final, we walked away with a good reward. We actually packed one of those special cards. So we get a gold players pack and a premium gold players pack. Looks like I have some items to deal with. Say what? A squad fitness card? Oh, stop it, EA. But anyway, let's see what we get out of our rewards, guys. I don't think we're going to make our money back this time around. It's a you know, flash behind the card there, so we're definitely not going to make anything out of this one. Kobayashi, Garcia. I mean, again, for losing a drop. Do you know what's funny? Last episode that we lost in the final, this was in our gold players pack. This same guy was the highest rated card that we had as an 80 rated, and we've got him again. We did get 81 Garcia, but this is just bad, isn't it? Let me have a look at this guy to see if he's got any value. He doesn't, so we're going to send these guys into the club, and I'll discard all of these dudes. They're not going to be worth all that much. And then we'll open the final pack here just to see if we can get something decent. Are we going to see the orange flare? No, so we get a board player. It's not a special card, unfortunately. Are we going to make our money back, though? Polish. Right back, we're not, it's Piszczek. So that's really disappointing. An 83 rated there. He's worth about 900 coins right now. So sad times for us and all involved. I do remember that these guys did have some value before. Not anymore, 900 coins. So we probably took a nice like 5-6k loss here, which is quite sad. And let's just check this guy just in case he has some value as well. He doesn't. I'll actually list him up for 300 though, because he does look like he will go. And we'll send this guy up as well. So that's going to be the end of the video for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.